Mark Halperin, what was your take?
In his short political career, it's the best speech he's given.
Exactly.
And he wanted to do this because he wants to win, not just for himself. He does not want. He wants to get his approval rating up. He actually wants to change the country, and he knew he had to do better than he'd been doing, and he did.
Stephen Miller, who I've been extraordinarily harsh on, but who did a very admirable job, I think, in writing unified speech.
And we knew this about Trump. He knows how to dominate a room.
Right.
And I rarely have seen a president, even Reagan or Obama or Clinton, kind of take control. I'm going to steer this. In the op-ed pages for the last number of weeks, there's been this discussion. Trump is the end of democracy. He's going to come around and he's going to shut down newspapers. He's going to stop people from talking on television. None of that has happened, and there is a normalcy. And I don't think you could watch that event last night and think it's the end of democracy. It's not.
And it's funny to watch liberals freak out about people say he did a good job, when the truth is he did. For Donald Trump, he did a very good job.
To the moment with Harley Davidson, and I wrote this down because I just thought this was the line for me at least, when he was talking about how they were talking about how hard it is to do business in other countries. They weren't asking for a change. I am. That probably resonated more than anything else across the country because that's what I'm here for.
There was actually some good speech writing in this, and that was a you could have heard Ronald Reagan deliver that line.
Frank Luntz had one of his focus groups. Let's take a listen.
I'm going to look for him on Twitter tomorrow and see what he really thinks. Great job to the speechwriter, but I will see Donald Trump at 12 a.m.
And he got and will get today the best press.
You call it the best speech of his life.
Yeah, I mean, I really think it was.
Senator, do you want Donald Trump to be a successful president, and do you think he can be?
Well, the issue is not whether Donald Trump's a successful president or Chuck Schumer's a successful minority leader. The issue is, are we going to help the middle-class people in America and those trying to get to the middle class? Thus far, this administration has done virtually nothing to help them and a good number of things to hurt them.
With the Affordable Care Act, you know, if they pull back coverage from millions of Americans, people are going to die out here.
But I'll tell you, my assessment of the speech, I thought it was a very, very strong speech. I thought it was designed to be, and it was, in fact, a positive, unifying vision for the country.
First, I want to compliment him on the tone. I think there is a low bar here, and there is grading on a curve because we have become accustomed to the way Donald Trump has talked to the American people, and this was different. So I want to acknowledge that.
Why did he do so well in your state?
I think he was absolutely talking to people who saw Hillary Clinton as more of the same, saw her as a status quo, and people said, it was like a political road rage.